All right, friends, I tried super hard. I put a lot of thought into my picks. Like, I thought super duper duper hard on this, okay? But, sometimes you just gotta go with what you want to go with and call it a day. And that is what I'm doing today. Hello friends, Laura A. Grace here. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for today's Top 5 Wednesday. And as I said in the beginning, I tried really hard for today's prompt. But in case if you're not familiar with Top 5 Wednesday, basically each week we choose 5 books. But in this case, I do manga that reflect a said prompt. I'll leave a link down below if you'd like to check us out on Goodreads, like the group I mean. It is so much fun. Today's prompt is current obsession. And for this prompt, we are just talking about books, manga that we need to talk about. We want to tell the world how much we love these manga, how awesome they are, and just have to just talk about it. That is today's post. And, honestly, it goes perfect with the manga that I have been reading because the other day I literally almost filmed a video on it because I just needed to talk about it. I was like, I do not know what I'm feeling right now. But some of my other picks, you're probably like, Laura, that was super obvious. That is why I said I tried really hard. I really did. But today is going to be really fun because if you guys follow me on social media, then you guys know I have been talking about Volume 2 of Fighting God Anime, and today is the official cover reveal day, and I am going to be showing the cover today, and I am so excited. Like, it is just so gorgeous, and so let's go ahead and kick us off for number 1. Let's do Volume 2 of Fighting God in Anime. Look at the cover. It's so pretty. Granted, I know you guys might be saying like that barcode does not make it pretty. So I'm going to go ahead, show the cover here that does not have the ugly like bar on it because this is actually my physical proof that came in the mail. And oh my goodness, I honestly have been obsessed with this because, fun fact, we got my physical proof in the mail, right? We were like, it looks great, me and my co-partner. And then I was looking at the inside and I was like, for some reason, I'm not fully happy with the inside. I'm not fully happy with how I did the formatting. So fast forward that night, I was like, Mariah, actually, no, I didn't even tell my co-partner, Mariah. I just started reformatting, and I fell in love with it. And then I was like, Mariah, I know we're really short on time right now because our release date is June 1st, so 2 more weeks. Oh my goodness. And I was like, yeah, Mariah, I reformatted. I hope that's okay. Like, she's like, okay. I swear, guys, Mariah's like literally the most gracious person I know. Usually I would never just like do that. I always talk to her before I make any kind of drastic changes. But yeah, I just couldn't reel it in. I really love the changes though. So now we're waiting for a second proof of Fighting God Anime so that we know for certain that the inside is just as beautiful as the outside. And just, guys, I love it. We purposely chose a different cover direction for Volume 2. We wanted, as Mariah has said, we wanted to have a cover that really speaks to the different kind of otakus because not everybody loves, I wouldn't say everybody loves. Well, here, hold on, let me get the first volume because that would help, right? Here we go. This is Volume 1 and then this is Volume 2. So we wanted to have something that was just very soft, so to speak, and just very relaxing and just where, you saw the cover. We hope that when you see the cover, you're like, man, I just want to go chill and just read this book. Well, this one is like, we want to reflect like, life is busy, things are busy, but take time to focus on God, to seek Him in the midst of that busyness. And so we love just the direction of both of these, and I love how they're green. I didn't know that I loved green as much as I have until like these covers. So I am just so excited, and if you are interested in help sharing the word like on Instagram, or if you have a website or blog, I will leave those links below because both of the signups close today. As of tomorrow morning, I'm going to be sending emails to people who make the tours. So yes, so if you're interested in possibly getting a physical copy, we do have limited amounts. Then sign up for the Instagram tour. If you're like, well, I don't really necessarily need a physical copy unless you would like to buy one, then you can sign up for the blog website tour. And you also could do a YouTube channel as well because I definitely, next month, guys, we have so many things planned for this release, including a really awesome giveaway. I'm going to be doing some collaborations, some interviews with people, and then, oh my goodness, stay tuned for this one big thing. I am so very hyped for it. So yes, for today, for number one, I am doing Fine Gun anime because I have just been formatting this, doing checks, getting it up on Amazon, getting it ready, and oh my goodness, this cover is just so very beautiful. I love it. I love it so, so much. Thank you guys so much for letting me just spam my excitement and everything. I know that's not necessarily a manga, but I really wanted to share it today and just have been looking forward to it. And it really fits for my current obsession because, I mean, the past few days, like literally, I have just been formatting, fixing any like issues that I see or tweaking things because I'm like, well, I want it to be like this now. Like, yeah, I could definitely say I've been very obsessive and very compulsive with it. For number two, so this is the manga series I have been reading, and that is Magic Knight Ray Earth. As you guys know, I did an unboxing, I believe it was last year, and I finally am just reading this. I've read volumes one, well, this is volume two, volumes one, volume two, volume three of part one, and then also this beautiful illustration guide that is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Woo, wow. The box set makes it worth it specifically for this beautiful, I mean, like it's a right good chunk of illustrations that are fully colored. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, I would definitely say I have been obsessed with this. I finished part one and I'm a little bit afraid to start any other clamp titles after this because like I have never been so shocked from a manga ending. Granted, there's a part two. A little bit scared to start part two, to be honest, but I'm planning to. It's just been really busy and haven't had a chance to start it. But this series is amazing. It is amazing. I mean, it has, I feel like sometimes a little bit of like repetitiveness to it, but the themes, oh my goodness, these girls, I mean, their friendship is so deep and it is so good. Like, I absolutely love the messages and the themes. Like, oh my goodness, like, even though I was shocked and even though I'm a little bit nervous to start other clamp titles, I definitely love this series. I am so glad that I got it. And look at the backs. Like, honestly, I would say that this is like Gundam meets Magical Girl for some of the elements. Now, I don't know about part two of the series, but definitely for the first part, it honestly feels, yeah, like Gundam meets Magical Girl. And I was like, I didn't know that that was a thing that I was even remotely needing. I love all three girls. And I mean, look at the art. Isn't it amazing? Like, I honestly feel like even if you don't like Clamp, even if you say, well, Clamp's books aren't for me, then, dude, you just can't hate on a Clamp art. Like, you just can't hate on it. You just can't hate on their art style because it's just absolutely stunning. And having these huge, well, not huge, but they feel huge, these huge, like, hardbacks, oh my goodness, it, like, just blows up the art. And I'm just like, I have literally just stopped and taken time trying to think. That's volume three. Let's do like volume two because I'm like, those are some pretty big spoilers. But I literally, like, this is a great page. Look at this page. I mean, I have just stopped and just had to appreciate the art. And if you need another example, because goodness, their art is just so amazing. Talk about obsession with the art. Look at this hair. Look at this. Look at that. Look at the attention to detail. I mean, it's stunning. I mean, I couldn't get over it. I mean, I feel like I just sat and stared at this page for a good minute. I mean, if not longer. Because, I mean, just, like I said, the attention to detail is so incredible. And I love, again, those themes, those messages. I mean, Magic Knight Ray Earth, I could definitely see is one I would reread over and over because I'm just like, I just love how strong the message of friendship is in this. And even like the ending, even though I was shocked by things that happen, I'm excited, nervously excited to start part two and see where things go. Wow, like I never expected this. Like I said, I'm a little bit nervous to read other clamp titles because I'm like, I don't know the direction we're going in. I thought I had an idea. I do not have an idea, but I really loved it and I definitely needed a chance to talk about it because like what just happened? Like, I mean, I remember telling my husband, I'm like, I genuinely just don't know what just happened. Like, I was just so in shock, so dumbfounded. Like, this is where it went. Like, I did not expect it. I mean, I feel like there were certain points where you knew there was going to be a plot twist, but the biggest one, no, I did not expect that to happen, like, whatsoever. So I keep thinking about that. I keep thinking about the ending and just everything leading up to that moment and just all the different parts I loved. I mean, the whole cast is really, really great and just awesome. I mean, it is an awesome series. I hope that I love part 2 just as much as I love part 1, despite feeling like my heart was ripped out, but I was too much in shock to actually cry about my heart just got ripped out. For number 3, oh my goodness, really excited to share about this one because I read this at the beginning of the month, and that is The Earl and the Fairy, and it was so good. Oh my goodness, I need at least volumes 1 and 2. I need these. I need them. I need them. I need them. I need them. I really enjoyed this. This was like a trip down memory lane for me. It just reminded me how much I love fantasy because I haven't read much fantasy manga, but like when I was reading novels, I read so much fantasy. And so this was, I really feel like a foray into the fantasy that I used to read, and I was just like, the nostalgia right now, it has made me so excited. That's actually why I started reading Magic Knight Ray Earth, because I feel like I am just hungry for fantasy manga right now. Like, not heavy fantasy though. I know that sounds really weird. I feel like both of these manga have done a really great job of like where there's this balance of like real life contemporary mixed in with fantasy, and it is just so great. I love the characters. I definitely have a video review that's coming up at some point. I'm not sure when, since I have so many things planned for next month and the month after, but it is at some point coming. Thank you so much, Sarah, for recommending this series to me. It was so good, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, like there's so much I want to say. I'm like, what can I say though that won't be a potential spoiler? I really love our main girl. Her name is Lydia, and I just feel like the fantasy aspects were really what sold me on this. We have like this epic mystery, this riddle solving, and our guy here, he's like this wild hero that I've never read in manga before, because I'm like, dude, I'm like, you're making decisions that I don't agree with, and like you would expect, at least for me, I feel like I expect him to change, to like grow out of like his lying ways that he has. No, not necessarily. Maybe a little bit better, but he's still true to himself as a hero. And so I definitely do not, like through the series, always approve of all of his choices. So this series met a need that I didn't know I needed, and I would definitely recommend. I'm so bummed that it's like so hard to find right now. It's out of print. I know Right Stuff has the 4 volumes where you can order and just wait and hope and pray that it comes back in print at some point, or in stock at some point. And I'm just like, do I want to wait, or do I want to go ahead and try and buy some used volumes? Volume 3 and 4 is really hard to find, but I do have a seller that I'm eyeing on Mercari that has volumes 1 and 2, but I have not committed to getting it yet. But I'm like, I'd be content with just the first 2, because I mean, I like volume 3 and 4, but volume 1 and 2, I really, really enjoyed. Like, yeah, this has been a current obsession for me, and I'm just like not ready to return it to the library. I've been having it on my dresser, just looking at it and then remembering like different scenes that I loved and things about the characters. And I'm just like, it's such a great series. For number 4, I was a little bit iffy about saying this one, but I have been obsessed trying to find this, and that is Sadako and Naka Volume 4, and I was just so excited. My family took me to Barnes & Noble's for Mother's Day, and I was like, I'm just gonna look and see, because I was looking at my list that I had, and I was shocked, guys. I mean, I was shocked to find volume 4, because you cannot find it anywhere, it seems like. And the one time I found it, like the copy was damaged, or it was saying it was like fair something. So I'm like, okay, it's probably pretty damaged, and it was an ex-library copy at that too. And I was like, I just no, I'd rather get it like gently used. And I just could not believe my local Barnes & Nobles had this. It was so great. It made me so happy. I really love this series. I know I don't have a video review on this channel, but it is so heart moving, and I was so blown away how much I really, really enjoyed this. Like, yes, I'm like, I finally don't have to like search the internet and hope and pray that I could just find it for a good, reasonable price. Though, I must say, I believe her channel is called The Weeb. Shout out to D the Weeb. I believe I said that is the name of her channel, because she has been sharing her manga hauls, and she gets a lot of her manga from cheapmanga.com. And I went on there, and they actually had volume 4, and I was like, oh my goodness. But like at the time, I think I actually looked the day before Mother's Day, and I'm like, I don't know, I felt like I should just wait. And I'm so glad I did, because I got a brand new shiny copy of volume 4, which is what I really, 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 really wanted very much. So, but I went on cheapmanga.com just the other night again, 10. And I was like, oh my goodness, like there are some really good manga on there. I haven't personally ordered from them before, but seeing her hauls, I'm like, I need to get on it because she gets a lot of good manga. And I feel like the copies that she's getting aren't severely damaged. And so I'm like, wow, like that seems like a great way to go. I mean, I saw that she just had the full 4-volume series of Beast of Abigail, which is something I plan to read here soon as well. But I am so excited to have volume 4 in my collection. The whole series is complete. Like I said, I could stop my obsessive search of looking for volume 4 because now it's in my collection. So very, very thankful. I just realized I was going to do that for my honorable mention because I saved my last two for my last two favorites. And I'm not really sure which one to do, so we're just gonna do them together because I love them so much, though one of them we know definitely tops. So we'll just do number 4. Number 4, we're gonna say One Piece. We're gonna say One Piece. So I have not actually technically read One Piece yet. I was hoping to start it here soon, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer, but I love One Piece. I'm always looking at anime memes, just anime stuff. Oh my goodness, I really, really enjoy One Piece a lot. And part of why I wanted to feature it is because yesterday in the mail, I got a Funko Pop that I have been wanting. I have been eyeing it so much, and that is Ace. Oh my goodness, look at him. He's so cute. He's so precious. Oh my goodness, I love him. Look at his tattoo in his back. Guys, I love Ace. Like, when it comes to One Piece enamel pins and adding to my collection of pins, Ace is one that I'm always like, I can always have more of Ace. Like, always. I just love him. And so I was so excited. I have wanted him for so long. He was sort of like a treat yourself, but say treat yourself, like from Marg's book club, but treat yourself gift to me because of all of the work I've been doing on the formatting for Fine Gone Anime, and I'm just so excited. I have him in my, aka, as people have been saying, Hinata shrine on my desk because he's orange, and I just love having him up there. So now I have 2. I have my first Ace figurine and my first Ace Funko Pop. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So yes, with that said, I wanted to feature One Piece because I feel like I'm always looking up stuff about One Piece like all the time, or like maybe I don't purposely look it up, but I'm always like, if I'm scrolling, I'm like, oh, it's One Piece, let's go check it out, looking at One Piece reels, and just, I really enjoy One Piece. And even though I should technically read the manga so that I'm not seeing spoilers, I just still really enjoy seeing funny things about the characters, and just, it's so great. And I've been sort of watching the latest episodes. Like, my husband actually watches it by himself, but sometimes I'll peek and look to see like what's going on, and I cannot wait for volume 100 because Ace is on the cover, and just, yes, I need it because Ace is on the cover, because just, yes, like that's the only reason that I need it right now, is just because I'm like, give me the cover love, man. Give me the cover love. It's so pretty. It's so shiny. Has rainbow. Yamato is on there as well. Luffy is on there, of course, and it's just great. It's just great. It's just great. For this one, it is not an honorable mention. It's going to be number 5. Like I said, we're just going to change Sadako and Naka to our honorable mention for this week because Haikyuu cannot be an honorable mention. Like, Haikyuu, guys, literally, this is my always current obsession, even more so than One Piece. I mean, I'm always thinking about just Haikyuu. I love it so incredibly much. You guys know this. And I mean, I tried. I really did. I was like, you should feature something else besides Haikyuu. People know that you're already obsessed with Haikyuu. I'm like, yeah, but what else could take its place? And I was like, nothing really. Nothing could take its place. So here we are featuring Haikyuu. Oh my goodness. Like I said, you guys know, I love Haikyuu. I mean, I look at memes for Haikyuu as well, and that latest chapter, like bonus chapter on Shonen Jump, was everything. It was everything. If you were a Haikyuu fan, if you've read Haikyuu, you need to go read it. You need to go read it. It's free on Shonen Jump, and just, it will make your day, man. It will make your day, hands down. I just love everything about this manga. I mean, I think literally there was only one volume that I gave 4 stars, but literally every other volume got 5 stars, okay? And maybe they'd be like, well, that you're just biased. That's your favorite. No. I mean, yes, a little bit, but I genuinely loved every single volume. That one volume only got 4 stars. I loved it as well, but I really disliked something that happened in that volume. And I was like, you cannot get a full 5 stars for that. Like, just, no, you just wrecked me right here. So besides that, I mean, I love this volume, or I love this series. I do love this volume, actually. It's hard to say, like, which of my arcs is the favorite. I know the Brazil arc is definitely my favorite. The end with the Black Jackals, hands down, for sure. before that, I really don't know. I mean, I love the training camp arc, and I love some of the other arcs that are coming to mind in my brain, but it's hard to choose a favorite before all of those because I'm like, there's just so many good parts. Like, how can you choose? I mean, it's almost like choosing. Okay, we all know number one favorite character is definitely hands down Hinata. Like, no ands, ifs, buts, boom. That's just facts. But when it comes to like number 2, 3, 4, I'm like, who really is my second and third, fourth favorite character in Haikyuu? Like, I really don't know. I'm like, I love so many of the characters and characters that I didn't really like in the beginning. I'm looking at Tezuki. Sorry, Tezuki fans, but I'm looking at Tezuki and I didn't really love him in the beginning. I didn't like him at all, actually, to be honest. I didn't like him in the beginning, but then by the end, I really loved his character and his growth is just so amazing. Ushijima is a prime example. I did not like Ushijima. Still not a hardcore team fan of Ushijima, but my heart really warmed up to him, and so it's just amazing how you really just can't hate anybody in this manga, except for that one guy. That one guy, he was in my villains video. I mean, he's the only one that, you know, it's like, you're the only iffy one, but even then, you're like, you're still charming in your own kind of way. So take it or leave it, I suppose. But I mean, I'm always obsessed with Haikyuu. It is so great, and I will always recommend this and always talk about it because it's just great. It's the GOAT of all time for me. Like, there's other shoujo manga that I absolutely love just as much, but still, Haikyuu always takes number one, is the GOAT for me in my manga, like, reading life manga collection. Oh my goodness, I feel like that was a really long, ramble, excited video, but as you guys can see, these are my current obsessions. I am just currently obsessed with them and needed to tell you guys and talk about how much I love them or why I enjoyed them, and I really appreciate you, like, listening to my rambles. What are some manga titles that you are currently obsessed with that you're like, Laura, you need to know, it's just awesome. Like, I'm here to listen to your rambles. You guys rock. So thankful for your support. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a hands up. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye!